Hey guys, it's me again. As you're probably seeing, I got a helicopter. I went up to the family reunion that we have every year, have it at December, and so we exchange Christmas presents. And this was given to me by my cousin for a Christmas present, and I have had previous helicopters in the past, and most of them have suffered cruel fates. One met a brick wall, the other three of which a dog killed, because my dog hates RC helicopters. And one even got killed by a hawk. I took it to the park, and I flew the helicopter, and apparently I was flying near a nest. And Portland, we went to Richland Park, and a hawk came and grabbed the helicopter and ripped the propeller assembly off the top of the helicopter and then dropped it, and there was 3 pieces that fell from the helicopter. I actually only found the helicopter itself and half of the propeller assembly. The balance blade was broke and I was missing one propeller. So that's somewhere at Richland Park, or it's probably been picked up by now. So this one, I'm older now, and the last, I think since I've been counting, I've owned, just give me a minute to think, I've owned 15 helicopters, and this is the 16th. And the last 4.5 lived. So I'm hoping that this one will have a longer life than all the other ones, because I'm older and more mature now and don't think it's funny to crash things. If you're wondering why I said 4.5, well, I let someone else fly one of my helicopters, and that person broke the helicopter. So, well, that's enough of that. This isn't exactly an unboxing. They gave me batteries, and I played with it while we were at Brown County. And so, I'm just going over what it comes with and talking about it. Now, the box is actually pretty nice because it gives you this nice carrying case. In the box comes 2 separate LiPo batteries that you can use to power this helicopter. And it comes with a charger that can charge both said LiPos at the same time. Now, I really like that versus the single battery that's housed inside of the helicopter that's not removable, because you can buy more of these batteries, and I think you can even get slightly bigger ones to use in this helicopter. Came with spare rotors and spare propellers, and controller and the helicopter. The box is out of the way. I'm going to talk about, so far, what I like about the helicopter and what I don't like. Well, first thing that I really like is the display on the screen here. As you can see, when I move the stick up and down, it shows you the input of throttle, and then the steering over here. But that's not the cool part. It has a battery indicator and a signal indicator. So it tells you when your helicopter is getting out of range, and it tells you when the batteries in the controller need to be replaced. So that display is very nice. I really like the controller. It has all the necessary trims to adjust how straight your helicopter flies. One thing I do not like about the controller: these buttons here are literally just for looks. They don't do anything. I don't know why they put them there, or what was the purpose. I don't understand that. That's one thing I don't like. Now, the helicopter is actually a different design than what I'm used to. It's a single propeller versus the dual propellers. Most of the ones I've had have dual propellers, and they use both propellers and then the balancing blade to move the helicopter from side to side and spin it. Well, and then they had a rear rotor that instead of being on the side here, it was on top. And by pushing down, it lifted the rear of the helicopter up to move it forward, and by pushing down, it would move the helicopter back. This one is a complete reversal of that. The rear rotor, the only purpose it serves is to spin the helicopter to point it in what direction you want it to go. The propellers themselves are what make it move left, right, forward, backward, and in all different motions. So the rear rotor is only to spin the helicopter to point it in what direction you want it to go. And I've actually been adjusting to that, because that's not normally the way a helicopter works for me. Now, this helicopter says indoor and outdoor. This is one of the smaller helicopters I've had, and most of the bigger helicopters I've had that said they were meant to be played with outside didn't work that well outside. They just didn't. Like I said, one got killed by a hawk, and then the other one met a brick wall. And out of the 15 helicopters I've had, only 2 I have played with outside. All the rest I've only used indoors. Now, this is actually indoor-outdoor. I might play with it outside because this is a different design than what I'm used to, so maybe for some reason this one's better at combating breezes and wind. Because that's usually what happens to my other helicopters. You go outside, it looks nice and calm, you get the helicopter up, and a breeze takes it, it gets out of range, and it just keeps going. It doesn't shut down the helicopter when it goes out of range. It just keeps full throttle and flies away, and you have to follow it until it runs out of battery or hits something and comes to the ground. So, I don't know how that's going to work. I might play with it outside. I'm going to see what happens, but that's the last thing on the list of things I want to do with it, because I want to have videos of it, and I want to have fun with it before I might break it. That is all I have on the Turbo Cooper X7. It's made by EIH something, EHI, or I don't know. It says made in China, so yeah. Everything's made in China these days. Yep, right there. Made in China. Everybody loves China. It's where everything's produced these days. Well, that's all I have to say about this helicopter. Earlier I mentioned I've had 15 helicopters in the past. This will be my 16th. Most of the helicopters in the past have suffered cruel and unworthy fates. Like I said, one went into a brick wall, the other one got killed by a hawk. My dog actually hates helicopters, and when I would fly them in the house, she would run up and actually try and bite the helicopter and pull it out of the air. And that's how 4 of my helicopters died. And then one of my helicopters died. because it broke and I tried to fix it, and it broke and I tried to fix it and it was broken more, so that's how it died. I'm hoping this helicopter lasts a lot longer than those did. All my previous helicopters, the longest I've had a helicopter was 7 months. I'm hoping to have this one for at least a year. And, well, that's it for this video. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can click in the left top corner. If you want to see my latest upload, it'll be in the upper right corner. I don't remember which one was which, so they'll both be up there in one of the corners. And if you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe and click whichever corner it's in. And as always, this is Wiley Riley signing off.